Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Conspiracy Theories with Ike. I'm, of course, your host with the most, Ike Isaacs, and I am here today with another conspiracy theory double feature, actually. So, before we get into it, first and foremost, I want to thank you all so much for 700 subscribers. It's been absolutely incredible. Literally over this last week, we hit 700 subscribers, actually earlier today, because I'm filming this on Monday. And we've yet to film our Control Over C for this week, so if you don't see a Control Over C on Wednesday, blame Salsa. But if you did, I have a pretty good idea what we're talking about, which I'll get into in a second. But over this last week, we made it to 700 subscribers, which is incredible. I'm incredibly grateful for everybody who has continued to support the channel. It's been a wonderful, wonderful journey. You know, when I first started this YouTube channel, I never thought it would get to 100 subscribers, much less 700 subscribers. And now we're on our way to 1,000. And I'll probably eventually stop posting on Twitter about it, but every time I get another 100 subscribers, I'm posting about it. And I also talk about it in our Discord. If you've not yet joined our Discord, go ahead and join, because, pardon me, we've been doing a whole lot of revamping and remodeling, and I want to give a very special thanks to our one and only admin in that server, Squid. So, Squid, I don't know their real name, but they are a wonderful individual who offered to help us out with the Discord server. They had a lot of experience prior with some various Discords and whatnot, so I want to give them a very special thank you in today's video, because quite frankly, they made the Discord possible. Me and Salsa had very little knowledge of what we were doing, so when we started the Discord server, it was kind of hastily thrown together, and it was not very fluid and or dynamic in any way, so Squid really stepped up and helped a lot. So if you're watching, Squid, thank you so much, sir, and we'll get to it there. But one other thing I want to talk about today is I took a week off from doing videos. So that, I promise this part will be short. I know I'm long-winded, but I want to get to the theories. But I took a week off, and so I wanted to make a real quick PSA that if you are struggling and you are just so burnt out and everything else, take time off. So I talked about it a little bit last week in my YouTube short, but I was a little burnt out. I've been kind of running on end, burn the candle on both ends, if you will. You know, I have a 40-hour-a-week full-time job, and then I have a part-time job where I Grubhub, typically like 10 to 15 hours a week. And then in addition to that, I also do YouTube. So it's hard to find time to do all this as well as relax. But I enjoy doing it all so much, and I like being able to eat. As you can tell, I'm not going without a meal for sure. So I wanted to take some time off from doing videos to give myself a little bit more free time, because I wanted to play some video games. You might be thinking to yourself, oh my god, you took time off to play video games? Quite frankly, in some distinction, yeah. I took a little bit of time off because with the Resident Evil movie coming out next month, I wanted to sit down and play Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 Remake, because that was just something that I wanted to do. But I hadn't had time to do so with all my busy schedule and everything else, so not having to worry about doing editing and videos and everything else was honestly a little bit of a breath of fresh air, if you will. So, but I promise I'm back on schedule. I took my mental health into consideration, took some time off, treated myself a little bit, and I played through Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 over the last week or so in my free time, which, yeah. But you probably will have heard about that during the Control Over C podcast on Wednesday, because we're going to be talking about that a little bit. But anyhow, today, guys, we're going to be doing a new conspiracy theory double feature. We're doing two theories that were recommended to me by a viewer. First and foremost, before I get to that, thank you to Cicada1205 for the wonderful conspiracy theory iceberg. I will put it up right here every single time, because this theory iceberg is probably my favorite out of all of them that I've seen. And you know, the more that I look at this iceberg and continue to do research through Reddit and all the other resources out there, I just continue to think, wow, this iceberg is so well put together. So Cicada, if you're out there, I want to know, hit us up on Discord or something, because I'd love to have a chat with you about this iceberg. As well, I want to give a special thank you to a Nicole Pacanza. I hope I pronounced that last name right. This is the comment that they left. For whatever reason, this was removed from the video. I promise it wasn't me. YouTube moderation is so weird. So if you say certain weird words, Sometimes they trigger like the moderation tool or whatever the hell it is, and it removes it. I don't even know if I have a way to undo that or turn that off on my videos, but regardless, I'm sorry your comment got taken down, but I did see it. I grabbed a screenshot of it from my notifications, and today we're talking about the two theories that they asked for. We're talking about Forward 7 and the Solar Plexus Clown Glider. So to start off, we're going to talk about Forward 7. So let me go ahead and give this sort of a real quick TLDR here. This is supposedly supposed to be like a... Honestly, believe it or not, both of these follow a similar theme of being like forwarded messages type deals. So Forward 7 is supposedly a old spam emailed message type deal that contained a picture of a dead body. The body, of course, was unknown. The police and whatever other government agencies had no idea who it was, what it was, or how it was related. And the case is still unsolved to this day. Now, I scoured dozens of Reddit threads. I scoured at least a dozen archive 4chan threads, which was unfortunate, honestly. 4chan is just... yikes. And then also I looked through, I would say, a bunch of different websites that were being linked in like Reddit and 4chan and stuff, which I knew that was dangerous. Just trying to find some more information about this, and really the only information I could really find was spam email, dead body, nobody knows what it is, who it is, or where it's from. Now, obviously, even if I did find the picture, I'm not going to show you on YouTube because, quite frankly, that's a really good way for me to get 100% banned if I show a dead body on YouTube. Other people can do it, though, but not me. But, so yeah, so I wouldn't show it to you even if I could, but it's the same synopsis, I would say, of a lot of the other creepypastas, similar to like Smile Dog and a lot of those other things that are supposed to be like found footage or like found artifact type things. But supposedly it's a dead body that was forwarded in a spam email. Nobody knows who it is. Yada yada yada. Let's see. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. That's all there is to it. I'm sure that's happened at some point. I'm sure it exists. But a lot of people theorize that the original photo was like an image from like a underground movie or something like that, but it wasn't a real dead body, potentially. So there's obviously a lot of rumors like that talk about how it was probably like a screen grab from some movie nobody's ever seen, and then they probably, edited it or something. And even if it is an older spam email, stuff like this could still exist. But regardless, that's what that is. Forward 7 is supposedly this spam email that has a dead body in it. Never seen it, couldn't find any details on it other than that. So if I had to give that a how likely I believe it is to be true, I would probably rank that at like a 3 or a 4 out of 10. It's not completely impossible, but I definitely don't think that if this did exist, it probably was fake. But regardless of that, that's what Forward 7 is. If you're curious about it, you could probably Google it yourself, find it on Reddit and everything else. There's not a whole lot out there other than what I've said. So unfortunately, that's all we get. But the next one is a little bit more interesting. We're going to talk about the next theory, which is the Solar Plexus Clown Glider. So when I first started researching the Solar Plexus Clown Glider, I really had no idea what I was getting myself into. And let me tell you, what I found was not even remotely what I thought what it was going to be. So the Solar Plexus Clown Glider, I need to first show you an image right here. This is the Solar Plexus Clown Glider. Now, it's very spooky. This spooky image is of a sort of paranormal entity. To kind of give you a more detailed explanation, the Solar Plexus Clown Glider, God, every time I say that, I just like laugh a little bit. I'm like, why is it called that? I later figured it out for the most part. But the Solar Plexus Clown Glider is also known as its condensed version, which is SPCG. This is a overarching term used for, and I have this written down, mind you, but this is a overarching term for a broad range of paranormal phenomena attributed to corruptive entities which infect weak and vulnerable people. All right, so we got that part down. They infect said people through their solar plexus chakra. Hey, it's Ike with a quick sidebar message before we continue on with the theory. Now, normally I would introduce context at the beginning of the theory, but I didn't feel like it was necessary because I could just insert myself right here real quick and tell you about solar plexus chakra. So if you are unfamiliar with the concept of chakra, chakra is a sort of energy, if you will. I don't want to say Naruto because Naruto talks about chakra a lot, but a similar premise. They actually have what's called the 10 gates of death, which are, I don't want to say that Naruto is a representative form or fashion of actual chakra and within, you know, culture, but it has the right idea. So solar plexus chakra is the, or it's called the Manipura, I hope I pronounced that right, is the third primary chakra in the Vedic tradition. This is located near your solar plexus right here. I'm sorry if I'm far away from the mic, but I'm going to show you. It's like right here, sort of in this area. In this area, the solar plexus chakra, it is responsible for confidence, self-esteem, as well as helping you feel in control of your life. Thought that was a little interesting sidebar to just shove right in there, but back to the theory. So the conspiracy theory on what this is, right? So we kind of talked about like the solar plexus clown glider, right? So I kind of don't understand why it's called a clown glider. I think the image, I'll put it up again, just in case you weren't scared already. It kind of looks like a old-timey black and white clown, kind of like Art the Clown almost, right? If you've never seen Terrifier, that's like the main bad guy. Solar plexus, because it infects the solar plexus chakra, kind of like I mentioned. And then glider, I guess it can move from person to person. So I guess that's what that is. But I would put this theory on par with things like Smile Dog. If you don't remember Smile Dog, I'll put it up here for you. Smile Dog was like an old thing you would forward to people and, you know, they would get cursed. Solar Plexus Clown Glider kind of works the same way. Apparently you would send this to people, or if you would just say the words, it could infect people. So, again, creepy forward message, 90s. You send it to somebody, and then basically hearing or reading the words Solar Plexus Clown Glider could infect you. Others also said that the image could infect you, so by seeing this image, could infect you. Now, obviously, I don't know how real seeing this image could be a curse of any kind. Now, obviously, I'm not an expert in any way, but this image may or may not be cursed, and I feel like showing it to you, well, showing this image to you, as much as I am, could certainly cause some issues. I'm totally kidding. I don't really think that this is going to cause any issues with anyone. Obviously, if it does, I am very sorry for even speaking of this. So if you believe in like chakras and whatnot, which I don't necessarily not believe in chakras, I think it's certainly a very interesting concept. I feel like we all have some energy of some sort. We have to, at least, I don't know. But anyhow, point being, overarching point, get to the point, Isaac. Yeah, I don't think this is real. I don't necessarily think that this is a real issue with like the spiritual and paranormal. There's plenty of information about this online. There's even like a wiki for like paranormal entities, and this is one of them actually. It's pretty cool. But otherwise, I mean, it is what it is. It's an old forward image from the 90s, supposedly, where you'd send somebody the image or just the word Solar Plexus Clown Glider, and then they would be infected with said, you know, evil entity that would infect you through your solar plexus chakra point, or the, as I talked about, the Manipura, I think is what it was. So, anyhow, that's what it is. The Solar Plexus Clown Glider is a cursed image that will infect you through your chakra point located on your solar plexus. All right, so that's going to pretty much do it for today's conspiracy theory double feature. I talked a little bit about the two theories, one being a forward 7 and the other being the Solar Plexus Clown Glider, both being old forward imaging or forward messaging conspiracy theories on par with Smile Dog and all the other stuff like that. Really, I'm trying to think of something else to add to that, because really they're both pretty straightforward theories. There's really not a whole lot that goes to them. Really, the only thing I could think to even add to this is neither of them, I guess, are the kind of theories that you could really solidly say this is 100% real, right? It's not like that. This definitely takes on a more of a spiritual aspect for the Solar Plexus Clown Glider. The forward 7 is more of a urban legend in a way, because I couldn't find the picture of said forward 7 dead body, but it is what it is. I wasn't exactly looking to see a dead body today, so...
Hey kids, want to see a dead body?
Thank God for that. But if you're curious about this, search responsibly. Solar Plexus Clown Glider. It's pretty SFW for the most part. But on the off chance that you somehow stumble upon the actual image of forward 7, that would be very much not safe for life. But keep that in mind if you go search these on your own. I use Reddit for the most part. Reddit kind of got me over to 4chan. 4chan kind of went down on its own rabbit hole, and then I try and find just whatever other information I could for either of these. But so is life. Sorry that I couldn't give you too much information. I know that the individual, Nicole Picanza, they reached out to me originally through the comment asking for some information on these. So I do apologize if I could not provide enough clarification or information on these, but the internet only holds so much when it comes to things like this, so I do apologize. But that's going to be pretty much it for today, guys. I know that I talked a lot in the beginning, so I do appreciate you sticking out through that. But if you haven't already, go ahead and join our Discord. Follow us on social media, Twitter and Facebook. We've been really active in Discord. I know how I have. I log in every single morning, and then typically throughout the day as I work and whatnot. In addition to that, we try and stay up to date on our Twitter and Facebook. We want to get some more interaction, so please follow us. It would be greatly appreciative. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. I'm going to show you the graph. It's right here. This graph right here. I'm holding it in my hand, kind of, maybe. But the graph is here. So this basically says that a lot of the people who watch my videos are not subscribed. And don't get me wrong, I'm so happy and grateful for our traveling companions. But if you want to stay with us, just give us a subscribe. It would be greatly appreciated. I post new conspiracy theory videos typically every Friday, and we do a conspiracy or a Control Over C podcast weekly. Control Over C is more of a lifestyle type deal where we just talk about it whatever the hell we want. And that's on Wednesdays, so you're missing out if you're not subscribed to Geek-Stew, and there's plenty of more great stuff to come. I included some information on the Discord, but I can make community posts now on YouTube. I posted one not too long ago about our Q&A coming in November on Black Friday. So we want to get some more questions from you guys in regards to me and Salsa. So if you haven't already, ask some questions. Please, please, please. You can do so in Discord. You can tweet us. You can Facebook message us. Or you can even go on our YouTube community and you can leave a comment on the post. It would be greatly appreciated. And I look forward to seeing and talking to those and talking about those questions with our Black Friday video coming later this month. So anyhow, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, stay awesome, and we will see you in the next one. See ya.